FcX. So we have a couple of people in the building. There's Sam, the usual suspects. Abaro, the usual
Premier League winner.
Premier League
Winner.
something.
Without
like,
a Champions
he's
League.
a champion
like
of some. He's a champion of some weird league. Failed manager. He's never succeeded.
Next.
Any of the clubs he's
Coaching you has been hectic.
Anyway, we also have Boogie in our midst. So Boogie is a new addition to FcX. Boogie is a Madrid fan, staunch Madrid fan.
Why are you nodding your head? What's wrong?
It's fine.
Yeah, so
He's also a Golden State Warrior fan. That's the only good thing about him. Oh, second good thing. The favorite thing about him is Boogie is arguably Nigeria's best rapper. If you don't agree,
I'm working on the
Make
grace
your
of
take your own
enemies.
rap song, literally. Let me also, before I also forget, FcX is a show for the fans, by the fans, with the fans. If you don't like this show, I suggest you should make your own, but it will make sense. So just watch this one and be happy. All right. So the weekend happened. Chelsea lost sweetly to Leeds. Koulibaly got a red card. Kepa was happy on the bench, rejoicing for Mendy.
Looking at his downfall.
For each goal, I could feel Kepa was like, yes.
It's like, oh
We
no.
all go jazz him.
So what happened? What do you think about Chelsea?
So Chelsea,
Sorry, last episode I talked about Tuchel. You guys ate me up. Tuchel is this Champions League winner. Da.
Yeah.
What happened to Tuchel?
Nothing happened to What happened to Chelsea? So I think it's a few things, right? We spoke about this the last time. Beginning of the season usually comes with different energy. You will see this in the first 5, 6, 7 weeks, where teams are like, we're just starting. Why am I really going to hide? Why am I, retracting? And they came out. Leeds is actually an attacking team,
Yes.
right? Mendy offered them the way to heaven. He was like, you know what? I'm just going to give you the first goal and let's see how much you can do with it. And then he
Is
did
Mendy
it.
still Africa's best keeper?
Of course.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
It's
Despite all of this,
I mean that.
I think what makes, again, there's a slight difference between someone who's great and someone who's like probably a bad failure. I think it's just picking those risks, right? But again, I thought it was unnecessary.
if we go by
to do
that, don't forget, I asked the questions that go this way so I can go this way. Is Mendy better than De Gea?
Yes.
Right
Yes.
now.
Right now.
Right now,
yes.
yes, he is.
Yes.
He is.
Overall,
When you say overall, do you mean like career-wise? Or
in
no,
last
it's not even-
3 years.
No.
They
I'm
basically
choosing
saved
I'm
my
choosing
years.
Mendy in the last 3 years.
Last 3
You
years.
know
What?
why? And I'll say, and the reason
Why?
is very simple.
Why?
He's Senegal's goalkeeper,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Did the tournament with them, did the
Yes.
Champions League with them.
Mhm.
That's delivery
So,
on his
so
part.
So you're only saying this because of the achievement that followed it. So when you're looking at
What
it
he
on
did
an
not- he was the
individual
best- He
level,
was the best goalkeeper for
In terms of
the
performance,
year.
in terms
that
of
is
performance.
so.
How did he get
Chill. So-
best goalkeeper?
The guy has saved Man U's season for like the past 4-5 seasons.
Agreed.
Like he saved them.
He has-
So imagine if it was in a
He
team.
hasn't saved them.
If it was in a team that
He's the
won,
best player.
yeah. If it was in a team that won silverware,
I think
We'll come to
the
that.
guys-
he has.
Yeah.
Maybe they would have been relegated by now.
He didn't save them because they are still bad.
What?
That was
It
the
saved them like
It's
they could have
fine.
finished once than
It's
they
fine.
finished. That's what I'm
Sidetrack.
trying to say.
What happened to
Yeah.
Chelsea?
So I feel like I agree with
I
what
think
Byron
we're
said.
rushing
It's
this show, by the way.
the beginning of the season. Everybody is coming out guns blazing, and there's just this thing about when these mid-level clubs meet the top 6 or top 4. Like it's like they prepare for it differently. It's how you see what happened with the mid-level table team that beat Liverpool over the weekend, Man U. Like it's just a.
It's fine.
it's-
It's fine. It's fine.
So, but I mean, it's just there's just that extra motivation for them. Like, oh, Omo, we are going to win this match, and then also talking about excuses. Their coach also had an excuse about how the preparation, like they had some problems before the match.
His excuse was actually that the team had to fly. The
Yeah.
players had to fly.
Yeah,
the
why
coaches
he
had
had
to
to-
and
So-
I was asking myself, why did they like? It's just weird,
Yeah,
but
so
we take it as
so
excuse.
I mean, it's preparations and all those stuff,
Yeah.
and then even looking at the goal to. There was a mistake. It's just one of those off days that happen,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everybody would have it at the end of the day.
Can I
So-
come back to this off-day issue? Because
it-
if we
it
say it's
does.
one of those off-days, I'll come back to off-days issue. What happened to Chelsea?
So what he, something he said about is one of those things. Yes, we know it happens. There are times where the smaller teams just catch the big teams and they wallop them. Right? But one question I would ask is, who's scoring for Chelsea? So on a normal day, Chelsea has an off day. They probably lose to a team like Leeds, maybe 3-2, 2-1.
Yeah.
right? Because they will struggle to come back. They will have some replies. But right now, who is
There was
who is
no
that
one, there
point
was no
man?
one to do it.
No, there's nobody doing that, and that's why it looked that bad.
Yeah, I agree.
It would have been a bit more respectable. So
I
I
agree
think
with you.
their number one problem right now, before we go to Mendy making mistakes and stuff, Mendy is an amazing goalkeeper. Maybe we can allow him a few mistakes in the season.
Fair.
But if they had a striker,
Mm-hmm.
and then you also have to take in consideration, maybe when they went 1-0 down, if they had scored one,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the game might not have
Might
gone
not have-
that
exactly.
way. Changes the whole.
But they have
playing field.
Sterling.
Sterling is not a striker.
But the goal scorer.
Let's come back to
Yeah,
this.
he
Let's,
scores goals.
let's come back to this. If you say Sterling is not a striker, Kai Havertz is a what?
It's not a striker.
So,
either.
So what
Sterling
is he?
even more of a striker
What is
than
no
Kai
no
Havertz to me.
Kai Havertz is not Sterling is not a striker. What is Kai Havertz?
Maybe an SS. Maybe.
Yeah, he strikes me as a
2022.
4-9. I don't know what he actually is.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know what he is.
In 2022,
yeah. So that might also
So, but you know the rumor is that they're trying to get Aubameyang, right?
yeah.
I don't
So
think.
maybe I know. I think he should go because
I think it will happen.
there's
though.
no space for him there. There's no space where he is.
I think it will happen.
Barcelona,
They're
yeah,
actually
with
serious
Lewandowski.
stuff, so it's
Yeah.
likely to happen.
And I think it's the right fit for him. He's a goal scorer,
Yes.
proven goal
So
scorer.
that is why they want Aubameyang. That's what they are missing.
Because they don't
right
have
Let
a
me ask the
striker.
question I asked before. Why isn't Chelsea bidding for Ronaldo? They need a striker. Chelsea aren't exactly a fast and pacey side. I think Ronaldo fits into that, slots in perfectly. They don't have a striker. You're not going to play Kai Havertz.
Ronaldo is
for-
too expensive.
That's one.
For what is
But
it
it's
even
Chelsea.
No, they're not.
No,
they're-
it's not
the
the
days,
Chelsea
the
of
days of giving out
Abramovich.
money is gone.
How much did they spend on Sterling? How much did they
Abramovich.
spend on Koulibaly?
They spent 40-something million on Sterling thereabouts.
Koulibaly.
I don't remember
think
his
about
money,
75.
but
They've spent money, so Chelsea still
yeah,
has
but
that
no,
money.
but wage-wise, it's the same thing with City too. They are now all these clubs they've
No, but
gotten some
wage-wise-
reputation,
Wage-wise,
and they are trying to.
if
not,
I've taken off,
It's not even that. Don't forget that they have the old ownership problem. Where
True,
they
there's
had
also that.
Abramovich
It is
that
sorted.
would-
No,
but
but
the new guys
new guys
don't
are not-
have that kind of
they are
money.
not giving out oil money.
Abramovich will spend his own
Yeah,
money on the
Abramovich
club.
would have gone.
Why
and
did
buy
not,
any
why
player.
did not spend the money?
It's not
if you
money.
bought a if you bought a
Because-
club, if you bought a club, you don't want to spend money. Why did you buy the club?
No, but they don't need Ronaldo that much to pay him that much money.
Exactly.
Ronaldo will not do anything less than 300,000 per week.
To come and score 15
Isn't that
goals.
enough? You've taken the wage bill of Sterling off. You've taken off a couple of other people. So what are you saying?
There are too many reasons why Ronaldo is a no for them.
I honestly think it's financially smarter to not have
Ronaldo,
at this
I
point,
agree.
Yeah.
After what they just went
I have an
through.
agenda. Not against Ronaldo, but an agenda for Chelsea. And it's weird that I'm trying to help Chelsea, but they can't survive a season without a striker.
No, they won't do it.
that's
No, they will
why
not.
they're
They won't
trying
go the whole season without getting a striker.
No, they
They are
won't
not.
get a
They are not
striker,
Man
yeah.
City.
They'll get a striker for sure. If not, it's not. I don't even see
But
top
they
six-
remember they
top
have a
six
striker's cost anyway. So even if they get a striker,
No, the
well,
guy. He just need to wear number 2 or 1.
Okay,
I
I
know
know
I'm
going to wear number
Don't
nine.
say
Actually, to beat the cost of Diego Costa.
Yeah.
Diego Costa, yeah.
He wore.
Yeah.
What did he wear? Was it wearing 9?
He won 9.
Maybe let me ask this way:
The Brazilian.
should
There's
Lukaku have
something.
stayed at Chelsea one more season?
No,
No. No.
he's not a fit for the club.
No.
Clearly,
What do you mean by he's not a fit for that club?
it's just not working for him. At some point, just accept it without.
It could be
just
one.
take
It
the
could be his
fact.
first season. If you go by that, if
It's not his
hold
first
on,
time
look,
there.
let's measure that as well and say that Grealish was a flop first season. Why didn't he leave first season?
That was
This is not
Grealish's
Lukaku's first
time
visit.
at-
This is not
yeah.
Lukaku's first visit to.
So
to-
I think that the
First
problem
time
with
this time
Lukaku
around.
is that
how many time around
First
do you want to
time.
have?
But different manager, different setting,
Next
different
time,
different
Lukaku
owners.
next
the problem
time.
with Lukaku is his gameplay, his style of play. Like I feel like everybody in the Premier League already. Like, you can't try that. You can't keep trying that in the Premier League, where you receive the ball, you back the defender, you try to hold the ball, then look for someone to like. It's almost like I don't even play football and I know what he's going to do almost every time he gets the ball. So it's
Yeah.
too predictable. And that's the problem he had at Man U. He would do it for the first few games, score like
And
it's
then
5
everyone-
goals,
and everyone
and
gets
then
it.
everybody gets like all you literally have to do is just stand behind him
Yeah.
and you get the
So-
ball off him.
So you're
So
right,
it's-
but
it's-
one,
it's a
you're
problem.
right. But one question: so why did it work so well when he was at Everton?
When was that? Well?
Everton, yes.
Because people
Oh,
had
I was
not
go- let
gotten
me-
used,
let
and
me
it was
even-
faster then.
No, so
You
what
can't
I've
compare to
also
the
seen,
Lukaku that you
right,
have now.
is I think that so certain players fit mid-level teams more than big teams. So people like Haaland might not.
Can I just point out something? Are you trying to say, and I want to hear from your mouth,
Yeah.
Lukaku is fit for a mid-level team?
Technically, yes.
Ooh.
Technically, And I mean technique.
Continue.
So usually some players need space to operate.
Okay.
As a big team, opponents will not give you enough space to operate. So if your football is built on space, you would do less, or you have to change your game for it to adapt. When you play as a mid-level team, you are playing against Liverpool or Man U, they would come out at you, which means you have a 30-40 yards to do something with. If you flip it the other way, you have maybe 5 yards, 10 yards between you and the goalie. It's not enough that you can do.
And then also the Lukaku at Everton was very quick.
Yeah.
So like
Yes.
he was
He
doing
was
the
younger,
same thing.
he
He
was
was young,
a
also
bit leaner.
Lukaku is now bigger, and you know he
There's
doesn't have
that.
that speed.
He was a bit,
He doesn't have speed again. Like so, I
His money
mean,
is
where are
good.
you going to? They don't. Lukaku can't even put the ball on the run and run after it. He
Yeah,
can't.
that's
So,
true.
and that was one of his strengths.
Yeah.
Like he puts the ball on the run and then
But
he's gone.
speaking of Lukaku, sometimes I hate that football players are not as petty as stars from other sports.
Yes.
Because if I were Lukaku, immediately that Chelsea game ended, all I needed to do was go on Twitter and type LOL. And set the whole world on fire. That is all. A basketball player
We'll do it. Yeah.
So
do
I
it.
actually would. Actually
Yeah.
would. So if you were Chelsea, where do you go from here? Let's say Aubameyang happens or not. If Aubameyang doesn't happen, what would they do? What's the solution?
So I think they are absolutely certain they will get a striker. It's probably, for me, is the only logical reason why they sold Werner. Because you were struggling, then you sold the only one that at least
They didn't
That
have
is a
it.
natural adapter.
That is
They have something
that is
cooking.
us assuming
Yeah.
that they have sense. So that's if they have sense.
Big assumption. Big assumption.
Yes. If they have
I mean, that's the only logical
you'll be
decision,
surprised
man.
and next thing you see next game, Sterling is playing 9.
And Sterling scores a hat trick. And then yes, no, hold on.
Sterling-
And then the coach goes like,
Sterling-
yeah, we have it.
I don't know what happens,
will
and then
not
they
score
retain
a
him.
hat-trick at Chelsea. This is not
Anything
Man
is
City
possible.
where you get
Yeah.
200 chances per
No,
game.
you say
Anything is possible.
Say it again.
Will
Sterling.
not
Will not-
score a hat-trick
What if it does?
this season.
At Chelsea.
No, why not make it just at Chelsea?
No, ever. No, come on. Chelsea will get more creative players. They could get a lot more things. But nah.
I don't see it happening either. But I see that experiment as a possibility that while they are trying to get a striker, he says, okay, Raheem, just for
Give me a
one
second.
game."
Give me a second
You
option.
can't play striker.
You can't. I don't
can't
think
play.
you
Give me a second
He's
option.
not
If
strong enough.
Aubameyang doesn't happen, who do you think Chelsea should go after?
I don't even know he's available in the market
the-
right now. Like
Give it a try.
Who's
Anybody.
there now?
Pick.
they should buy Firmino.
Striker. Firmino doesn't play.
Firmino is Havertz.
I don't want them to get him off my team.
Pick.
Don't want to give them Jota.
Like,
Give
no,
them Jota.
they should buy Firmino.
Pick.
Braithwaite.
Damn.
I mean, half bread is better. Half bread.
Where's Jovic?
Half bread is very bad.
Half bread is better than.
Where's Jovic?
I think Jovic went back to Eintracht.
Yeah, he went back to Frankfurt.
Yes.
I mean, that could be another. I mean, it
Well, I
didn't work
thought
out
they
at
had
Madrid, but
Barkley
it's
at
really
some
good.
point.
Barkley is not a striker. Barkley is an attacking midfielder.
I regret Chelsea actually selling Tammy. I thought
Tammy,
Tammy
that
was
was
a
a
fine
mistake.
player.
Absolutely yes.
That was a mistake.
Absolutely yes.
That was a mistake.
But-
He could have been on fire right
Yes,
now.
yes.
Correct. Like that was a mistake. If
And
they
he's a
don't get-
Nigerian, so he would have
I
broken
don't
the
know.
course.
There's just this thing about coaches not trusting young players. Like, I mean, it's. Tammy was banging in goals beginning of season, like 2019, 2020. Like,
Yeah.
it was
The
their
reason,
striker.
but the reason is
And then-
simple.
What happened?
Liverpool coach, I think, and you might have to confirm this, is the longest serving coach in the Premier League today. That means nobody has a job that's been there up to 5 years.
5 years. Yes.
That speaks to what the Premier League is like today. If you're not
So
delivering,
just
get out.
Get out.
Fair. Anyway. All right, thank you guys. This episode of FcX. Please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, share. Don't go make your own show. We'll not watch it. Thank you.